Good looking. What's happening? You ready to start?
Oh, I know what's cooking.
Let's go. You ready to stir that pot up?
This show, it's gonna be creamy. It's gonna be sticky and icy too. Oh, we're gonna lick on some cookie dough on this week's show. We got some ice cream to scoop up, chasing that ice cream truck on this week's show. We got some cones and sprinkles too. Standing 6'2", 176 pounds, we have the newest Australian top badge. And he makes one hell of a chaos kitchen show. He is Borat, we all know. His show is so fun, we get to make a mess. And even though so much food goes all over my kitchen, it is something else that we cannot forget. Oh, Borat, he's got a chaos kitchen show, and we all know how that story goes. Oh, Borat, he's the one. Oh, congratulations to Borat. Oh, oh.
Thank you, Octavia. Thank you. That was lovely. That was a surprise for all of you up in here. Octavia, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Octavia. That was awesome. We're going to get our judge into the stream. Chris, can you please request that box? Let's get you up in here. That was awesome, Octavia. Well done. Chris, welcome to Chaos Kitchen. Welcome to Chaos Kitchen, everyone. This is Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. We're going to do the craziest, tallest, most creative ice cream creation today. It's a food challenge show. We have our judge in the box, Chris Casper, today. Chris, can you introduce yourself to everyone in here who does not know you?
My name's Chris, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
No, things are good, man. My name's Chris. I've been in the community since 2018. I love the live community. I love live streaming. It's very rare that I'm do like a normal non-scripted live these days, but when I do, I hope that you're around to see it so that we can get to know each other better. And I am speaking specifically and only to Borat. Everyone else, do not get the invitation. No, just joking. It's an invitation for everybody. It's an invitation for everybody. Except for Pasta La Vista. She doesn't know when to show up to a stream. So this one, apparently. So yeah, no. Anything else specific I should say? Or?
Yeah, I was just saying that was lovely. Octavia came in here. We pulled that together last second. That was a last second ditch effort we did. It was awesome. We enjoyed that. But let's get our contestants in here. Let's see what crazy chaos they're going to get up to. So Fleming, Benzo, and Pasta, please request that box. Jump into that box. Benzo, I see you in here. Welcome in, Benzo. Just waiting for Fleming and Pasta to request that box. Fleming is here. And we're just waiting for Pasta to request that box. So everyone had just joined in again. Welcome to Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is the craziest food challenge show. We're just waiting for Pasta La Vista to request that box. Let's see.
So was I, man. Get used to it.
We're having deja vu moments here, aren't we, Chris? Deja vu moments. Here we go. Pasta is here. Awesome. Welcome to the show, Pasta.
No, it's not.
Let's go. So, contestants, can you please introduce yourself box by box? We'll start with Benzo. Benzo, can you please introduce yourself for everyone who does not know you
What's
today?
going on, y'all? I'm Benzo HF. I'm new to streaming. Been here for like 3 months. I don't know if y'all consider that new or not, but yeah, here we are. Big
Nice to
peace,
see you,
yo. Shout
Ben.
out to everybody in the building. I see y'all.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Benzo. This is your first featured show as well. Welcome to the
Yes,
featured
my
show
first
community.
feature show. Thanks.
Awesome.
Oh,
And
good.
Fleming, can you please introduce yourself for everyone here who does not know you today?
Hi, everybody. I am Fleming. I'm 11 weeks on the app here. Not new to streaming, but stream usually at nighttime. And I'm looking forward to this as long as my ice cream doesn't melt.
All right, awesome, awesome. Nice to see you in here. I appreciate you coming in here. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Pastor La Vista, could you please introduce yourself for everyone here who does not know you
Hello.
today?
Hi, everybody. My name is Pasta La Vista. I'll do this. My name is Pasta La Vista. I started the app in COVID. I just came back this year. I'm a little bad with attendance, but I'm getting better. Okay, we're here.
Yeah. That's awesome to have you in here. So the contestants today are building the tallest, most creative ice cream themed creation. So we're going to jump in to see what ingredients they brought into the show. So Benzo, what ingredients have you brought in today?
I got some Rice Krispie treats. I got Cheerios, ice cream, Nutella, peach rings, frosting, Sour Patch Kids, sprinkles. Yeah, that's really about it.
Awesome. Awesome. That sounds delicious. That sounds very delicious. What about you, Fleming? Fleming, what have you brought into the show today?
I brought in some chocolates that I made this morning. I've got chocolates. I've got raspberries, strawberries. I have fondant. I have gold dust.
Cream.
I have sugar cones, sprinkles, flowers, things like that.
Awesome. Awesome. That sounds very interesting choice of ingredients. And Pasta La Vista, what have you brought in? There's a lot of ingredients there. What have you
So
brought
we
into
got a lot here. Okay, so I got cake because I love ice cream cake. So I have some cake. I have some ice cream cones, ice cream sandwiches, cannolis because I'm Italian. I got some cherries, some cotton candy because it's my favorite. Sprinkles. I got a little bit of a mix.
Awesome.
Frosting.
Awesome. That's a lot of ingredients there. I see a lot of ingredients. So the contestants will have 30 minutes to build their creations. They can only use edible foods, no plastics, no metals, no wooden pieces of material. We want to see just pure edible food. So they'll have 30 minutes on the timer to build their creation. I will have my squeaker. We have an ice cream squeaker, Chris. We've got an ice cream squeaker. It will squeak. It will squeak as well. So when you hear that squeak, that's when you start your creations. Once it stops squeaking, that is when you will stop and step away from your creations. So I'm excited to kick this off. When you're all ready as contestants to kick this off, can I get a thumbs up and a yes, chef, when you're all ready to roll?
Are you going to give us like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, that kind of thing?
Yes, we will tell you, we will give you a countdown. We will give you a countdown on the clock. So we will let you know when you have those last remaining minutes as well. Remember, the top gifter of the show does have a power to challenge the judge. So when who knows what's going to happen? Who's going to challenge Chris, or Chris, what's Chris going to do? We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen on the show. We don't know.
Anyone who's ever known, I don't know words, man.
We don't know what's going to happen. So let's get that timer on the clock and count that timer down. So can I get a thumbs up and a yes, chef, when you're ready to roll?
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start building your creations. Let's go. So while the contestants build these crazy structures, Chris and I and yourself in the audience will be discussing a few facts and information about ice cream. We're going to learn a lot about ice cream today. Chris, are you excited about that?
Ice cream is my favorite dessert. There's your first fact.
Wow.
Ice cream is my favorite dessert. Yeah, it's very it's a texture thing, right? So it's like that. You have so many textures with ice cream with the things that are inside it. So I like that.
Yeah, ice cream's got there's a lot of variety. There's chocolate, there's strawberry, there's raspberry, there's vanilla. What's your go-to ice cream, Chris?
That's really hard. That's a really tough choice. Borat, can I have you do a favor? Can you turn
What?
the gifts off?
Normally I keep them on,
Listen,
Chris. Normally I keep
how
them
am I
on.
supposed to talk with you?
Normally it's Chaos Kitchen, Chris.
Oh my gosh! All right, whatever. It's his show. He just got his bed. This is about the closest thing you'll get to a birthday pet. Okay. If I had to say, so you go two different categories. You can either go the chocolatey route or you can do the fruity route. And I always commit to getting one and then really wish I had the other. I can never win that. So it's
Interesting. All right. You know, you can never win between each other. So look, Ice Cream Day is celebrated on the 21st of July every year, especially next year it'll be 21st of July 2024. That is the day we celebrate our ice cream and all types of different ice creams. So I found out during the show there's a lot of crazy big ice cream. So the biggest ice cream in the world, I went to discover this. The world record for this ice cream is actually 3 meters high. It's done by a company or a small family business.
What are you doing giving it to us in meters? All right, man. Look, I know you and the rest of the world. I got these nice meter sticks. But let me tell you, in the US of A, we really like to make things difficult. We use things called inches and feet. And they don't work very well, but it's what we've got.
Yeah, well, Hennig Olsen was a family-run company that did this record, and they made this creation 3 meters high, which was almost weighing a ton. So you got your ton in there, Chris. You happy about them in the weight of the ton?
I know how tons work because there's a thing that weighs a ton, right? Let me convert real quick with my handy-dandy computer calculator. How many feet is 3 meters?
There we go, Chris. He's doing a
That's
calculation.
9.84 feet. And you said it weighed a ton? Was it an ice cream cone?
No, it was an ice cream tower, like an ice cream tower stacked up.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I can't believe that weighed a ton.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy,
heavy.
right? A ton is crazy.
How many pounds are in a ton?
Chris is crunching the numbers now. So contestants,
2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds. It's a lot.
That's
it's a lot of weight.
10 friend-sized men's shape.
It's a lot, right? It's a lot of ice cream if you think about it. It's crazy. So contestants, you have 26 minutes counting down on that clock. So I see they're building a few things there.
Oh my God.
Let's see what they're doing. So Benzo, what are you planning there, Benzo? What's happening?
I'm using the ice cream as like the cement, I guess, like how you would do for bricks to stack my Rice Krispie treats up to make like a I don't know, like a little castle thing. I'm not too sure yet. I'm still going, I'm just going along with it as we do it.
All right. I see. What about you, Fleming? What's happening, Fleming?
I'm starting one of my towers with the chocolates and then the strawberries because I'm gonna do the ice creams towards the end. So I got to be careful because my ice cream's a little soft. So I'm starting with one of the towers now with the chocolates and fruits and just a little fun plating.
Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. What about you, Pastor? What's happening there, Pastor?
So we made a cake cone, and now we're working on the sundae. So we pile it on.
Oh, okay. You're piling it up. That's very interesting. So if you just joined into the show, everyone, welcome to Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Brad. This is my judge, C4sper. These are my contestants, Pastor La Vista, Fleming, and Benzo. Please make sure you do hit them with an important favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show. Remember, the top gift of the show does have a special power that could potentially challenge the judge and save a contestant in a plot twist. You never know what's going to happen. Who knows what will happen on the show.
Oh my God.
We're going to jump into a few more facts about ice cream, Chris. We're going to learn a lot more about ice cream. So do you know where ice cream came from originally, Chris? Do you have any idea?
Thank you.
Did it come from Denmark?
Denmark? No, it didn't come from Denmark, Chris. Ice cream actually came from the Tang dynasty.
Oh my God.
That was my second guess because of mochi.
Yo,
That's
Queen,
right.
get in
The
there.
Tang
Is
Dynasty.
mochi the oldest kind?
Yes, correct. So the Tang Dynasty in 618 to 907 AD are believed to be the first to eat a frozen milk-like confection. This version was made with a cow, goat, or buffalo milk that was heated with flour. Camphor, an aromatic substance
Queen.
harvested from evergreen trees, was added to enhance the texture and flavor. So that is
Huh.
where ice cream originated. Isn't that crazy? The Tang Dynasty.
Yeah. I can believe that because they have mochi, and I can imagine like a rice paste, ice creamy type thing. That makes sense, but that's still really cool.
Oh my
It is
God,
really
this is
cool.
a
I thought that
mess.
was really cool. That was really cool. But if you go look into the details about ice cream, some more details. Before milk-based ice creams were introduced in the 10th century, the summer treat, like I said, was made from ice. So that's where it started. But
Mhm.
industrial production of ice cream began in 1851 in Boston, US. So US was the reason why we have mass production of ice cream. How do you feel about that?
Well, Americans are traditionally known to be on the thicker side, so I can see how we would introduce to the world the ice creams.
The thicker side.
Yeah,
That's great.
the more friend-shaped size, as we call it.
That's
Ayo,
crazy. But
ayo,
look,
Borat,
yeah.
you Googled all of these questions?
I went to look up facts about ice cream. I went to deep dive into facts. When I do my
That's
show, you
fire.
can see I go crazy. I go ham. I go into all the facts. I crunch the details down, and I
My
have a
boy
good
got
time because
right, right.
I have a good time because I learn a lot about ice cream, Chris. It's absolutely fun. I enjoy doing that.
It's very good. I like it. It's good.
Even Chris, this is where it gets even more crazy. The American-made ice cream was made for military troops during World War II. So during World War II, they mass-produced a lot of ice cream from when the entire world then accepted ice cream as a perfect summertime treat. So it was there to cool down the troops when they were hot. How do you feel about that? The military was using that to cool their troops down.
I feel like bullets and napalm for ice cream is a really bad trade agreement. Uh, so I think I would have just done without the war, but ice cream is still good. I like ice cream. I told you, ice cream's my favorite dessert.
I know you said that. You said that twice already, Chris. That's your
I
favorite
love
dessert.
ice cream. It is. I will be in Arizona. It's gonna be like 3 a.m. I'm gonna. Who wants to get ice cream? And the families, we're gonna do it. The home, it's us and the homies and the ice cream, and that's all you need.
Yes, 100%. So you got ice creams, you got the chill vibes, you got the summer heat, and just dripping everywhere.
Right. Have you ever had a
This
mudslide?
shit is dripping everywhere.
Yes, I've had a mudslide. That is delicious, Chris. They are very
It
delicious.
is.
I love that.
It has ice cream.
Let's quickly jump back to the contestants, Chris. Let's see what's happening with them. So let's touch
Oh
into Benzo and see
my
what's going
God.
on with Benzo. What's going on, Benzo?
There's a lot. There's a lot of ice cream. My fingers are sticky, like really, really sticky. It's a lot going on right now, but it's working. You know, we're getting somewhere.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, we see things happening. What about you, Fleming? What's happening there?
So I'm doing one of the tops to one of my towers with ice cream, trying to get it done before it starts melting on me. It's a little bit like
Okay.
right there.
Okay, she's doing a bit of prep for the decoration. That's interesting. What about you, Pastor? What's going on? There's a lot happening, balancing there. I see things are balancing. It's getting interesting.
I'm just adding more to it. Yo, thank you. And then I'm gonna add some of my cotton candy to the mix. But we just stacking up some ice cream.
Ooh, that is a lot
There's
of
a whole
ice
lot.
cream sandwiches. That ice cream sandwiches up there, that's crazy. Yo. That is
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
That is crazy. So for everyone just joining into the show, welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, Chris Casper. These are my contestants, Pasta La Vista, Fleming, and Benzo. Please make sure you do hit them all with that important favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show. Remember, the top gifter of the show does have that special power that could potentially save a contestant or challenge the judge. So stick around and find out what happens. So Chris, how are you feeling about their structures so far, looking at them?
Well, Benzo, I don't see any ice cream over there, but I got faith in my guy. Yeah, he may have
There's ice
taken the
cream in
Rice
this whole
Krispie
thing.
challenge. Then Fleming's dolphin. She looks like she's in like when you go to the restaurant and you order a $15 or like $30 dessert, and they bring out like a little leaf with a drop of chocolate. Like that's kind of like you got the eloquence. Pasta La Vista looks like she did her best, and that's what I have to say about that. That's how I feel about these so far.
I just see it's leaning, Chris. I'm a bit worried because you see that leaning. There's a lean there on her structure at the moment. There's a bit of a lean. Do you see that?
Yeah, I will give Pasta this. She has the most ice cream in her ice cream dessert so far.
Ooh, the most
But
ice cream.
I got a little bit of faith in my boy Benzo here that he's laying the right foundation for something major. And Fleming's has got the finesse. It's looking very beautiful over there. So I'm not sure where to call it yet, Borat.
Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen? Chris, remember, anything can happen in the show. We've seen crazy things happen. There's 18 minutes and 16 seconds counting down on the show. Time ticks by very fast. So contestants, make sure you have your ingredients, whatever you want to put on your structures, and your stability is key. Remember that stability is key in keeping it up because height does matter in the show. So contestants, we're going to talk more and judge more about ice cream. So the biggest ice cream sundae was created in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada in 1988. It weighed 24 tons. So Chris, can you picture a 24-ton sundae?
That's 48,000 pounds.
48,000 pounds. That is correct, Chris. 100%. How do you feel about that? That's a lot of.
Similar to that. How many people, Borat, do you have the extended details? How many people participated in eating that?
They didn't say how many people ate it. They just said that was the biggest ice cream. What they did with the ice cream afterwards, they didn't exactly say, but it didn't give much details. It just told me that it was the biggest sundae created in the history of Guinness World Records. So I'm not sure.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I did find out that the largest worldwide consumption of ice cream is the United States. That's why you probably love your ice cream a lot. There's one average person consumes about 48 pints of ice cream per year, and 90% of American households eat ice cream. So, Chris, how much ice cream have you been eating in the past year?
So, Borat, I have confession. I have two snacks that aren't really snacks. They're like treats that are my weaknesses. Popcorn and ice cream. Like if I ever, they're just those are the ones that do me in. They're very comfort food. They're the ends of the spectrum. One's liquidy and soft. It's a texture thing. It's a texture thing. Yeah, I can definitely see that 90% of households are eating ice cream because it comes in like different forms too. You can get non-dairy. You can get it in savory. You can get it in fruity. It's a great dessert. Did you know, Borat, the ice cream is my favorite dessert?
You said that 3 times already, Chris. You're on a record here. Your ice cream is your favorite dessert. I think everyone in here is going to bribe you with ice cream. That's what's going to be happening. They're going to send you ice cream to you everywhere. Like at Live Fest, they're going to send you stacks of ice cream now.
It's going to be so sad. It's so calorie dense. That's the problem. You can't eat a Ben & Jerry's. If you eat the whole Ben & Jerry's, that's 12 to 2,000 calories, not exaggerated.
I agree. It's a lot of sugar as well, considering the amount of sugar that goes into ice cream. There's a lot of sugar there. It's very fattening, and it's delicious though, but we love it. We can't get enough of it, right? We just cannot get enough of it. But did you know, Chris, this is the crazy part. Over an entire lifetime, one cow can produce enough milk for 9,000 gallons of ice cream. So you just got to have one cow, 9,000 gallons of ice cream. That's crazy, right?
That's insane. That is a lot.
One cow. So should we be investing in cows, Chris? What do you think?
Well, I hear that with the global warming problem, cows are a problem. I feel like the earth in exchange for ice cream is a tough debate because I'm going to give you a fun fact. Can I actually add a fun fact to your show, boy?
Sure. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Ice cream actually happens to be my favorite dessert. Another fun fact, though. Another fun fact, though, is that it was Ryan Gosling. I think it was Ryan Gosling, and there was one other actor that I know. But they would microwave Ben & Jerry's ice cream to gain weight I can't remember what movie role was it. It was for Lars, is a character they named Lars. But he microwaved Ben and Jerry's. He drank melted. Oh, for the Lovely Bones. Okay.
Ooh,
So he drank ice cream to gain weight.
that's very interesting, Chris. Great. He drank ice cream to gain weight. That is an interesting fact. Very interesting. So we've got 13 minutes and 55 seconds counting down on that clock, contestants. Let's quickly check in, Chris, what's happening with each contestant. So, Pastor, what are you spraying? Like, I see some spray going on. What is going on?
Edible color spray.
Ooh. You're spraying up the structure, Chris. You're spray painting it up.
How much time's left on the clock for it?
There is 13 minutes and 30 seconds counting down on that clock, contestant.
Pasta La Vista is consistent with her time management problems. She does have 13 minutes left, and it looks like she is wrapping up hers. Fleming's just left. She said, I wish you all well.
I'm going in and out because of the ice cream.
And then Benzo really is committing to not having any ice cream in his ice cream.
The whole thing of ice cream in it.
So, it's a good competition so far.
It's going to get very heated, Chris. It's going to get very heated. So we're going to jump into a few more facts as well. So the most profitable day for ice cream sellers is always a Sunday. I don't know how you feel about that. Sunday's ice cream day, apparently, around the world.
Well, because that's Cyndi Lauper's fun day. And everybody knows that you got to have ice cream on a fun day because it does happen to be many people's favorite desserts, especially Americans, 90% of households.
And it's your favorite ice cream, which is your favorite thing for dessert, which you've said at least 5 times.
I wouldn't say that ice cream is my favorite dessert.
So, you know how everyone thinks ice cream came from Europe, Chris? Everyone assumes it came from Europe. Like I said, we've discovered it's from the Tang dynasty, right? But continental Europe was introduced with ice cream in the late 13th century with Marco Polo, who returned to Italy with his tales of travel to China. And he brought through large ice cream cake, which weighed 12,096 pounds. So they made like an ice cream cakes back. They made crazy things, right? So he was bringing back different things to experience so that people could learn about ice cream. Isn't that crazy?
Well, from what I understand, back in the day, if you went on a conquest and you didn't come back with something where the king and queen were like, this is pretty lit, I like that, you would, lose your head. So I imagine he's like, how much of this ice cream stuff can I get? And he was able to save his life through that. So I can see how that worked.
100%. He had to save something to find his pride to bring across to the Europe nations. So that's very interesting. Yeah. So it's crazy. So contestants, you have 11 minutes counting down on that clock. We're almost hitting the 10-minute mark. The time does tick by very, very fast. So I'm going to jump to a few more facts. We'll crunch through a few more facts that I do have for the show. So it takes 12 gallons of milk to create 1 gallon of ice cream. So put that into perspective. 12 gallons of milk to create 1 gallon of ice cream.
Wow.
That is mind-bending, isn't it?
I would imagine it's because they can only take the heavy cream from the gallons of milk, and there's a disproportionate amount of cream compared to the volume of the rest of the milk. So I don't think it's 12. If I had to guess, I bet that's right, where it takes 12 gallons of milk, but it's not taking by volume 12 gallons of milk. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. I understand what you're saying, Chris. There is 10 minutes exactly ticking down on that clock before this squeaker sounds, and you have to step away from those structures. So the most favorite, that's on the squeaky sound. So the most favorite ice cream topping is chocolate syrup. So everyone loves chocolate syrup as their topping on the ice cream. So I'm going to ask the contestants and the judge in the show, what is your favorite topping on ice cream? So Chris, what's your favorite topping?
It's too hard for me to pick, man. It really depends. Like if we're having ice cream, it's all about how it comes together to be a symphony of flavor. I don't want to pick. It's like picking favorite children, and then that is that I have no favorite children at all. So I cannot pick one.
You can't pick a favorite topping. What about you, Pasta? Do you have a favorite topping for your ice cream?
Favorite topping? I like caramel, so I would say caramel.
Caramel. Ooh, all right, that's interesting. What about you, Fleming? What's your favorite topping on your ice cream?
Caramel's one of mine too.
Caramel. Caramel. And what about you, Benzo?
Yep, caramel is my favorite as well.
Yo, not y'all copying me now.
What is with everyone going with caramel, Chris? Is this them? Is this crazy? Like they all got caramel as the answer. How do you feel?
I think the pressure of this competition is flamed their brains, and as soon as someone said something, they all just locked on. They're like, "That's what."
No, I mean, even today, I had ice cream earlier today, and I had cookie dough and caramel on top of it. But I'm more of a caramel guy. Like I get caramel and everything, like everything I eat, like as far as desserts.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Right.
So it's a unanimous caramel.
Definitely committed.
Caramel. It's unanimous. So, Chris, how many licks do you think it takes to finish it? How many licks do you think it takes to finish an ice cream? Like a normal cone, like you get your serving of cone of ice cream.
Oh, gosh.
It's
Well,
also
it depends on who is performing the licking. Some people have different tongue widths and volumes and things. I would say it takes on average. Well, 0 if you just let it melt.
0 if you let them.
Yeah, 0 if you let it melt. I would say 29.
29. In the comments, how many licks do you think it takes? Put in the comments how many licks you think it takes to finish a normal standard ice cream. One slurp, I see a 120, 114, a 70, a 30, a 2, a 3, an 85, a 20, a 100, a 60. So they're all coming with different numbers in there, Chris. So I'll tell you the actual amount. The actual amount of licks it takes to finish an average one cone of ice cream is 50 licks.
50 licks is crazy.
Yeah. We got some very dainty liquors in the chat. They're like pecking their ice cream. It's fine.
That is crazy.
It sounds
Dainty
like such
liquor.
an insult. You ever call someone a dainty liquor?
Yeah, dainty liquor.
This is a feature show. I feel like I shouldn't be able to say that, but it's the words check out. The words check out.
Well, it is a very ice creamy contest, Chris. It is very creamy at the moment.
Now, I do this very weird thing with mine where I usually, if I have a spoon, I'll scoop it off with a spoon, and then I will just graze off of the spoon. I won't take the full bite. I have to like make it even with the scoop of the spoon. That's like taste 1, and then you go on for taste 2, where you take the other part that's level with the spoon out.
So you're very particular with your leveling of ice cream. I didn't know. This is something new we're learning. So you like to level your ice cream.
It's borderline ritual, Borat. It's borderline ritual.
That'd be very interesting. That'd be very interesting. I've never seen anyone do that. It's the first time I've heard of that one. But
well,
I'm gonna
I make a point to not let people see me doing it, but I do it in the privacy and comfort of my own home.
Can I ask, have any of your friends, personal friends in life, seen you do it?
We've never had the conversation. I wouldn't say that they're dainty liquors, Borat.
It's crazy. So, if everyone had just joined in, welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, C4sper. These are my contestants, Pasta La Vista, Fleming, and Benzo. Please make sure you do hit them with an important favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show. Remember, the top gifter of the show does have that special power that could potentially save a contestant in a plot twist and challenge the judge. That is Chris. So you never know who and what is going to happen on the show, so stick around and find out what happens. So, Chris, Pasta seems like she's disappeared off the screen. What's going on there, Pasta?
Oh, I get more cotton candy.
There's more cotton candy. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. The cotton candy stacks are coming out, Chris. We're getting cotton candy everywhere there. What's happening with you, Fleming? What's going on with you? You got 4 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock.
I mean, I've got everything ready. I just got to assemble now. So I'm doing that. I'm gonna be doing that little. I have all the ice creams in the all ready to go. I just gotta assemble them, but they're melting really fast. So I'm gonna
Yes,
do
you do.
that in like the last minute and a half.
Okay, she's going down to the last minute and a half.
I
That'll
mean,
be
a
very
lot of them are
interesting.
already pretty much plated inside because I have to. That's why you don't see me on camera, is because I gotta make sure they don't melt.
All right. We got 4 minutes and 4 seconds counting down. What about Benzo? What's happening, Benzo? What's going on there?
I'm over here putting like little, trying to make like little windows for my castle I got going on.
Borat didn't emphasize when he was going to say, what's going on over there? He meant to be like, what is going on over there?
What is going on?
Y'all gotta see the opposite side of it.
It looks like he's got like the Rice Krispie treats piling up. I don't know. It's getting interesting. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see if that ice cream makes it on there. We'll see what happens.
I have a comment but I gotta wait until I see my man's how he finishes here because he could pull something at the end. So I can't be quick to assume. Can't be throwing punchlines out that are unwarranted.
That's right. You can't assume nothing until the bitter end. Oh, Pasta's creation. What's going on? It's moving. She's moving it up there. She's stacking more cutting candy in there. It's wobbling a little bit. Look at the wobble, Chris. That's quite a wobble.
In the cake, we got some pretzels to keep it standing. Okay. We gotta make sure this was standing.
She's putting the stability in there. She's got those pretzels sliding in very quickly on the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds counting down. That's a bit risky. Okay. Very risky. So we're going to jump to a few questions as well that I got the audience, a few riddles that we're going to solve. So why does everyone invite ice cream to the party, Chris? Do you know why?
Oh, let me do this. Are we doing this? Are we doing this? This is my wheelhouse. Okay. Why does everyone invite ice cream to the party? What would make a good pun out of that? I bet I could get it if I had more time, but I know it's time sensitive right now. What's the punchline?
The punchline is because it's cool. It's cool.
I would not have guessed that because I don't like that.
You don't like that.
I wouldn't have guessed that because I don't like that one.
I got another one for you, Chris. Why is ice cream so bad at tennis? Comments you can also say.
Because all it does is run?
No, it's because they have a soft serve, Chris. They have a soft serve.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I like that one.
Soft serve is wild. So you got 1 minute and 33 seconds counting down on the clock. So today, Chris, I'm doing something a little different. So we're going to go with it. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Banana split, so ice cream.
I tell bad jokes, but those are really bad.
Yeah. I have another one with the last seconds counting on 1 minute counting down on that clock. What's an electrician's favorite ice cream flavor?
An electrician's favorite ice cream flavor.
This is a very
what is it, Borat?
Chocolate. He's shocked with chocolate.
That's a good one. I like that. That one. You're 2 for 4. That's
2 for 4. Well, I'm gonna
really good.
Well, Chris, I'm going to give you one more. Then let's get a 3. Let's get a 3 here. What does an ice cream lawyer say? What does an ice cream lawyer say, Chris? He has to think. He's thinking very hard.
What do they say?
You got served.
Man.
Oh no.
There is exactly 15 seconds counting down, Chris. Can we count down those last 10 seconds? We're going to count down those last 10 seconds before the little squeaker sounds, the ice cream squeaker. So it's 10 seconds on the clock, Chris. Count them down from now.
You're in Australia, so I'm worried about the time difference.
No, we don't have to worry about the time difference, Chris. That's crazy. We got 10 seconds. It's not 8 seconds.
10,
come on, Chris.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
Step away from your structures. Well done, everyone. Well done on your structures. Now's the time we're going to check each contestant's height on their structure. So I hope they brought all their
Holy.
tape measures through so we can
Yeah,
check
you're
their
welcome.
height.
Oh, I
So while
definitely
they
don't
grab
got a
their
tape
tape
measure.
Oh, Benzo.
I definitely
Yo.
don't have one. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, Benzo, you
I
have an
definitely do
average
not have one.
standard kitchen knife. We can work on that. It's like a 30
Yeah,
centimeter
yeah.
kitchen knife.
I mean, I got
We'll
like
figure that one out.
a big knife right here. Like it's a big
All right,
knife.
let's use a phone. Let's like, do you have like a phone or a deck of cards or a?
I got a what's it called? You know those shish kebab sticks?
How are we gonna know the size of the shish kebab stick
Nah.
is, Chris?
15.
Yours
Yeah, I
is
don't know.
15
I don't have
inches
a.
pasta.
15.
I don't have
Mine is 8.5.
8.5, Fleming. Benzo, we have to figure
Yeah,
out how
for
much
sure.
yours is, how tall yours
Alright,
is.
so you
We're gonna
guys
have to
know how
figure
big
that out.
a you guys know how
Benzo,
big
can
a
you pull yours back a little bit
Yeah.
in the
you guys
frame?
know how big a 2-liter bottle is?
Okay. Yeah, I know how big a 2-liter is.
All right, so this is how big the 2-liter is compared to my thing.
Okay.
It's about
Okay.
the size of a 2-liter.
So
Okay.
how tall would you say that is, Chris, based on an estimate?
I would say about the size of a 2-liter.
I have no idea how big a 2-liter is though.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but we'll figure it out. Like, it looks tall, it is quite high, it has got a bit of structure
It's
there.
meters, Borat. You use that.
Yeah, I have no idea how big a 2-liter is either, but I ain't know I needed my measurement tape.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So everyone who just joined into the show, welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, C4sper. These are my contestants, Pasta La Vista, Fleming,
My
and
hands are
Benzo.
filthy.
Please make sure you hit them with an important favorite. All
Ice
gifts
cream
are
is
welcome
melting
and
like
appreciated during the show. Remember, the top gifter of the show does have that special power to potentially save a contestant and challenge the judge, or will the judge fight back? We're going to find out what's going to happen. So, Chris, let's get to those score counts. Let's go to those important
Yeah.
score counts. Let's jump
Alright,
to
so-
each contestant, starting off with Pasta. I think Pasta we can start off first.
So I have a list of functions here that were formed highly esteemed categories that the professionals all around the world would use to evaluate your food creation. So first, I like to say to each of the competitors, great effort showing up, having the food. I really mean this. I know I make a lot of jokes and can be tough to differentiate my tone, but I do mean this. All of you, great job showing up. It takes this huge commitment not to just get on the show, but then to have all the food and materials. That's really big.
100%. Fleming to come pull up with all the creations. It's amazing. So we're going to jump to the height. So Pasta's height. Yeah.
First
Yes,
category is height, right?
Yes. Yes.
Pasta, she just wins, right? Hers is just the base. That's the vote on that. All right, next we've got structure. So this is if it falls or if it doesn't, yeah?
Correct.
Everyone here gets a 10. Everyone's structure
Hang on, Chris,
good.
while you do the judgment, I'll turn the sound off so we can hear you. So the score count for Pasta for height was?
Okay, so score count for Pasta, she just wins, right? So she gets the 10. I'll give it an, I believe Fleming's, how tall was yours?
Mine was 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
I have no idea how big mine was.
Here, Flemings, can you hold yours up to the camera a little bit, or can you bring the
Well, let me move the camera because it's melting. So
Okay, this will help me.
Ooh.
Okay.
wait, should I flip the? I
A
don't know if I
2-liter
can.
bottle is 12 inches and 4. I mean. 12,
Oh my God,
yeah.
that is crazy.
Wow, that's cool. Okay.
That is 8.5 inches high.
So just being purely pragmatic here, so we'll go 10, 9, 8, just in order, okay? Because I think everyone did a good job stacking here.
10, 9, 8. So 8 goes to who, Chris? Is that to Benzo?
No, the 9 would go to Benzo because his is taller. So we're just this one's all pragmatic here, okay?
All right.
All right. So then for structure, everyone gets a 10.
I see.
Everyone gets a 10 for their structure.
Fleming gets a 10. Now here's where people start to lose. I'm gonna give you all some points. Okay, so first I'm gonna start with Fleming's. Pasta. Pastas reminds me of when like when a 3-year-old or 4-year-old's like, I'm gonna pick my clothes out, and you're like, okay, you go ahead and go do that, and they show up and they got like flip flops and like a tutu and a sweatshirt on. You're like, you killed that, good job. That's what Pastas reminds me of, and she just did her best. So good job there. Fleming's is like the James Bond temptress when she walks through the door. And James Bond is like, well, you think you're gonna seduce me, you double agent, and she turns out to be a double agent, but falls in love. That's what Fleming's is. Very seductive, very professional. Benzo, can you please explain to me where your ice cream is?
It's all in between everything. Like literally, I use it all to like mend it, and I put some on the top and stuff like that. Yeah.
So Benzo, here's my issue, Benzo, is if I called up my friend or my mom and I was like, hey, could you bring home some ice cream? They're like, bet, got you. And then they come back with that. They're like, here, I got you some ice cream. I'd be like,
I mean,
you notice, like, are you
ice cream in there.
getting checked? So Benzo, I don't know if I qualify yours as ice cream. It's a Rice Krispie tower. So Benzo, I think you were creative, and I think the sentiment was there. But Benzo, I gotta give you a 3 for your creativity.
Yeah.
It looks good. Fleming's, you gotta get the 10. It's very pretty. It's very nice. And then Pasta. Can I see yours more?
Yeah, Pastor, give us another tour. Give us a close-up. Can you bring the camera up and let's get a tour of her structure? It looks very interesting.
It's green, white, and red.
Ooh.
It's the creativity of it.
For the Italian flag.
Okay.
Oh,
Got cannoli.
Okay.
Green, white, and red for the Italian flag. And then we got the cannolis at the bottom.
Oh, wow.
It's Italian themed.
Wow. See, if we didn't do that, see from back here, it looks like, do you know those snake things on the 4th of July when you light them? That's like kind of like, okay.
So the whole thing is inside is ice cream, but to get the like fluffy scoop appeal, we have cotton candy and it's light, so it won't fall. It just sticks to the ice cream.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think I gave people way too high scores.
He said, "Who's eating that?"
But Fleming's is definitely the James Bond.
Eating all that, yo.
So,
all right,
Pasta, so out of 10,
for your creativity, Pasta, I think you get an 8. You get an 8 Pasta.
an 8. All right. Now we move to the ingredients. Now we move to those ingredients. The last score count for each contestant.
All right, Benzo. I know we just met, and I don't like to make enemies. I feel like we both got it out.
Nah, we good, bro.
My man, I think he said, I got some Rice Krispies, and I promise you there's ice cream in here. If this were a Rice Krispie building competition for Rice Krispie that looks mostly a sandcastle, you knocked it out of the park. I gotta say though, as far as like ice cream tower, it is a tower. Yours is like a lot of tower there. But as far as ingredients go, you've got 2. Right? So I gotta give you.
I just hit my tower.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, my God. Crazy.
I just legit knocked into it.
That is a tragedy.
This is horrible.
It's going.
We're canceled. We're canceled.
Family's so disappointed. Okay, for your for Pasta, your
I want to eat Fleming's.
Wait, do you guys
tower
want to see the ice cream?
Hang on, Pasta.
No.
We're getting to the ingredient. Chris is breaking yo. That is crazy. That is crazy, Chris. I don't know how you feel about that. You look like you
Like
kind
I
of feeling
said,
some
Pasta
type of
put
way
your
there.
face in it.
All right. Well, it looks about the same still, and that's a few.
This is the ice cream, okay? one's like, I don't see ice cream. There it is.
For pasta though, you've got cannolis, you've got cotton candy, you've got chocolate. I mean, you really went the extra mile to try and get an assortment together. So pasta, while
You can still make a sculpture.
you did pasta, while you picked a lot of ingredients, I don't know that I would put cotton candy with cannoli. So we really got a little adventurous. That's why I said, like the flip flops with a sweatshirt and the tutu. So pasta, you get a 7.5. You really picked some good ingredients. But Fleming's, can you please tell us what's in your dish? What were the things you picked?
So I made chocolate, the stackable chocolate. I made that. We had strawberries, edible gold, mini cakes, fondant with gold balls, raspberry, strawberries, and edible flowers, and a little bit of sprinkles.
Did she say fondant? You think this
That's
Buddy's Bakery over here? She's the ice cream
that
boss.
is right there in the front. You see, wrapped around the ice cream. It's fondant.
Right.
She does this for a living.
All right, so Fleming's, you knocked it out of the park. You made chocolate.
I have molds, and I made those. Let me show you.
Ooh,
These are my molds, and I made them in.
Got molds as well, Chris.
Yeah. So I on a double boiler, I melted chocolate, put them in the molds, and then let them dry, and that's how they go like that.
All right, we're gonna get Fleming's the 10 here. She just really made sense.
Okay. The 10. All right.
So I declare with my authority as judge today in the Chaos Kitchen, Borat. Are you ready for the selection?
Yes, the ingredients for benzo.
Okay. I'm an everybody wins participation award kind of guy. So for showing up and doing their best, pasta la vista. Good job, pasta la vista. For being on their,
I showed up today, okay?
For being on their first featured show and being the most first appearance of anyone making an appearance on a featured show. Let's give it up for Benzo. And for our overall winner of best actual ice cream sculpture that included ice cream, Fleming's is the winner of Chaos Kitchen.
And Chris, remember there's
Let's
still a
go.
twist.
No, they don't.
There's a 3-minute twist, Chris. Don't forget that 3-minute twist. Yo. So the scores, to be precise, I have to calculate those scores up. We're going to give the scores so everyone knows. Give me 1 second. So contestants, how do you feel about your scores? Talk to Chris. How do you feel?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. What about you, Benzo? How do you feel?
I mean, I feel good, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know how to feel. I never been.
Yeah, you do. You feel good. Yes, you do. Okay.
Chris, so what was Benzo's last score for his ingredients? We didn't get that.
A 0, bro. He gave me a 0.
No.
Point, bro.
You can have a 5. You get a 5.
You get a 5. Yeah. All right, so the official score. So the official score stands on 38 for Fleming, 35.5 for Pasta, and 27 for Benzo. So remember, the top gifter of the show, there's a 3-minute period that you can challenge the judge and save one of these contestants and see if Chris is going to fight back. I don't know what Chris is going to do. I have no idea. We'll see what happens. I'm going to put that 3-minute up the clock. We'll turn the gift sounds back on for this moment, Chris. We'll do that for this moment. So here we go. You got 3 minutes on the clock. If you want to save one of these contestants, which adds to their score counts, you got to add those scores to the current score counts to make them win. This is your opportunity. You have 3 minutes on the clock starting now. This is your opportunity to save one of these contestants or forever hold your peace. So Chris, let's see what happens. They're forever holding their peace or what's going to happen. We're going to find out. So anyone who wants to save one of the contestants, this is your opportunity to come in here and challenge Chris. So Chris, what do you feel? How do you feel about if you're going to get challenged?
Do not save me, y'all. Do not save me.
Okay. I hope I strike the fear of a terrible rundown introduction should you ever get your badge. If you veto my decision.
Who's got the guts to challenge Chris? That's what I want to know today. Who's got the judges? This is the important parts, Chris. Who's got the guts to challenge you? They got 2 minutes to think about it. 2 minutes and 15 seconds counting. Who's going to challenge you, Chris?
I wouldn't be surprised. I think everyone here did really well. And if someone wants to shell
Naki.
out and wants to be pay to win, whatever, that's fine.
That's what it is. Somebody could pay to win.
Oh,
It's crazy.
I'll
Somebody
be the
could pay to
pay-to-play
win.
player. You can be pay to win. That's fine.
Let's see who changes the outcome and challenges Chris. Chris, you're just trying to scare them now. You're trying to shut them down. You're
Chris,
trying
my
to scare them off.
There's no bad blood. It's fine.
There's 1 minute and
Yeah,
33 seconds counting down on that clock. Is something going to happen? Is someone got the guts to challenge Chris Casper's decision? That's what I want to know today. Everyone has been thinking this. I've been thinking of Chris through the whole day. Like, who's going to challenge you? Like, is there anyone here brave enough to challenge Chris? Let's find out what's going to happen.
Simping! Who is simping right now? I swear.
There is 1 minute counting down on that clock. So anyone, if you want to challenge the decision and save one of these contestants, so it's either saving Benzo, protecting Fleming, or saving Pasta La Vista. So we'll see what happens, Chris. We've got this 45 seconds counting
Queen. Show spin that shit
Let's
then.
see what happens. Remember, it's the top gift of the show. The current top gift of the show is NorCal. NorCal is the current top gift of the show, everyone, at this moment. So NorCal has a power in the show at the moment, unless that changed. That's correct, NYC. Let's see what's going to happen. 20 seconds counting down on the clock. The seconds are counting down.
What's the money?
You're going to count down those seconds, Chris. Count them down the last 10 seconds, Chris.
10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop. Time is now up.
Coco.
Let those gifts go through. Let's make sure we got the right outcome here, Chris. So, I believe NorCal is still the top gift of the show. So NorCal, this comes down to NorCal, Chris. So NorCal is the top gift. Are you going to let NorCal in the box, or are you going to stop NorCal from getting into the box by giving the equal amount and matching her amount, Chris? What are you going to do here, Chris? This is a conundrum. You have a conundrum.
I lost already, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I already lost, bro.
You have a conundrum.
You what? Did I just get bamboozled?
You got a conundrum, Chris.
Listen, I have pride, but I have even less money, so I'm gonna have to say no. NorCal can do whatever she wants.
Wow, he's giving the power to NorCal. Very interesting. So Chris, stay in the box. Let me pop NorCal. And NorCal, request that box, jump in. You have to add score counts to the current score counts of Chris's decision. So NorCal, what's going to happen? Jump in that box. Chris, I don't know what's going to happen yet. You don't need the box? All right, so she doesn't need the box. So what is going to happen, NorCal?
Naki.
What are we coming to? What's the conclusion, NorCal? What is happening?
She said
Chris got this. So she has saved Chris's decision. She has saved Chris's decision. So well done, Flemings. You win the show today. Well done. You're my winner of my first Top Badge show. That is crazy, Chris. That was crazy. So NorCal has saved you, Chris.
Well, as in honor of me being right, I have something very special I'd like to do.
What is it, Chris? What is he going to do?
That favorite button on you.
Yeah. I was like, favorite is crazy, Chris. That is crazy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So contestants and everyone, the show is crazy. This is Chaos Kitchen. I'm your chef, Brat. This is my judge, Chris Casper. These are my contestants, Pasta La Vista, Fleming, and Benzo. Please make sure you do hit them with an important favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show. Next week's show is going to be the tallest, most creative bacon theme creation, Chris. We're going to have bacon up in here. We're going to have bacon, as in Top Badge Bacon will be the judge next week for the bacon show. It's only appropriate. And she'll be up in here with the bacon. So this show will be uploaded to YouTube. So if you missed out on any important parts of the show, any funny comments or any crazy puns or anything that we missed out with Chris and his crazy ice cream addiction, we're going to find out later if you missed out and you just joined in. So now we're moving to the after show, Chris. We got a DJ up in here, DJ your boy, for the after party to celebrate my Top Badge party. So this is my Top Badge party commencing, Chris. So contestants, do you have anything else to say to Chris and everyone in here to wrap it up?
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Yo, thank y'all for having me. For real. It was
Thank you,
a blast.
thank you.
For real.
It was awesome,
No
Chris. A lot of fun.
you.
A lot of
Thank
fun.
you.
So let's get our DJ up in here, Chris. Let's get our DJ. Let's get DJ your boy up in here.
Octavia.
All right,
Oh,
bye,
God.
all.
It's great
Awesome.
being here. Thank you
Ayo.
very much, Borat. I'm gonna take
Everybody.
off. Before I take off, there's something too really special. I don't know if
What is going on, Chris? What is going on?
I just want to mention before I go that this was really special for me because it just so happened that this was an ice cream episode, and ice cream is my favorite dessert.
Oh my God.
Oh
I'm
my
outta here.
God, Chris.